Welcome to Selfless Yoga. We're going to have a gentle but warming Ashtanga Vinyasa inspired class today. This is my daughter Bella. She's going to join me today, and we'll also show some modification for certain poses if you're a beginner. But if you are an experienced yogi, you'll be able to follow along just as well. So let's get started. So what we're going to do first, before we start, crossing our feet in a gentle, comfortable position. Elongating your spine, closing your eyes, and starting to feel your breath. Taking slow and deep breaths. Just starting to calm the mind and getting your mind and body ready for your practice. Putting your hands into heart center, palms touching each other. I'm going to say an Om after one inhale. Inhale. Om. We're going to start with the Ashtanga Vinyasa opening mantra. So still going into a nice comfortable position. Palms are touching. And I'm going to say it twice. And either you could listen, or you could mumble the words, or you know the mantra, or you just follow along. And if not, just listening to it's really nice and calming to the mind. Okay? Vande Guranam Charanara Vende Sandara Shita Swatma Sukkava Abode Nisreyase Jangalika Yamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushankaram Shankachakrasi Adahinam Sarasra Shirasam Swetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. Okay, we're going to get started in Samasthiti. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Now, during your practice with Ashtanga, traditionally we don't use blocks. However, I believe that if you're unable to get into the posture with a good alignment, I feel it can hurt your body. So I believe that using props can help your body open up. Okay, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. And we are going to start with Surya Namaskar A. We're going to do it once, and then we're going to do Surya Namaskar B once. We're going to do a short form practice tonight, just to first warm up our body, do a couple of postures, especially if you're busy and you're unable to do a full primary series or half series or half standing. At least you still get your practice in for the day. Okay, so start at the top of our mat. Toes are touching, heels are spread apart. Okay. Now in Samasthiti, making sure you're in a nice standing position, fingertips towards the ground, engaging your thighs, neutral hips, and also contracting your belly in and up and slightly contracting your pelvic floor. And as we breathe with Ujjayi breath with sound. Inhale, palms overhead, looking up at your thumb. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips, same line as your toes. Bend your knees. Belly against your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat spine. Exhale, palms down. Step back, chaturanga. Now drop your knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Chin up, Shoulder blades in. Exhale into downward facing dog. Step your feet in a little bit. Bring your hips up and back. And breathe here for 5 breaths. 1. Nice even distributions of your palms. 2. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. 3. Looking at your belly button. 4. Deep Ujjayi breaths. And 5. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, feet into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale into Samasthiti. Okay? Now we're going to do Surya Namaskar B one time. Fingertips towards the ground, looking forward. Inhale, chair pose. Palms up, hips down. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Dropping your knees against your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. And exhale, step back into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, left foot 45 degree, and slowly come up into Virabhadrasana, warrior. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward and slowly come up, making sure your hips are nice and squared forward. Exhale, palms down. As you're exhaling, step back into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm breathing here. 1, staying there. Bring your hips up. 2, walk your feet up a little bit. Bend your knees. Good. 3, tighten your core. 4, Ujjayi breath, breath with sounds. And 5. Inhale, walking your feet into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale into Samasthiti. Okay? So you might feel warm already, which is great. So it's very important to warm up your body before you practice because it allows your body to be more flexible and it also helps minimize injury. All right. Padangustasana. That's one of our first pose with stillness. So each pose, we do 5 breaths in between. Okay? And we're always continuously doing Ujjayi breath, breath with sound, and also contracting our bandhas and focusing on a point of focus. Step your feet out, hip distance apart, and then come down, grab your big toe. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold, elbows out to the side, bending your knees. Bend your knees. 1, good. 2, go to your toes. 3, perfect. Lean forward. Good. 4, breathing with slow, deep breaths. And 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Still keeping your hands there. Exhale. Palms underneath your feet. Palms to foot. So your index fingers on the arch of your foot. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And then exhale to forward fold. 1, 2, 3. Focusing on your nose. 4, relaxing your head. 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your hips. And inhale, come up. And come back into Samasthiti pose. Next pose we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start cooling our body down. So we're going to go ahead and lay on our back for just a moment and bending your knees towards the sky. So today is starting with a couple of postures within the standing sequence. And we'll slowly go through the primary C's one by one each day, adding on a couple postures. So let's take a breath here and breathe. So we're going to do 3 back bends. The first one we're going to do is bridge, Setu Bandhasana. So what we're going to do first is you could take a block if you want to. And take the block. You could decide if you want to do the highest height, the lowest height, or the lowest height. And what you do is you take it and you put it underneath your sacrum. Okay. Feet are hip distance apart. Good. Bring it down a little bit more down lower. There you go. And making sure your heels and your fingertips can touch. It doesn't have to fully touch, but you're in that same alignment. And you're just going to breathe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And releasing the block from underneath you. And now we're going to do bridge pose another way. We're going to go ahead and without support, we're going to take our hands and we're going to lift our hips up, interlocking your hands and rolling onto your shoulders and lifting your hips up towards the sky. Good. 1, keeping your head nice and straight. Don't turn it like I did. That's not good. Keeping your head nice and straight. 2, lifting and squeezing. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Now we're going to do wheel. So Bella, come here on this mat. So we're going to do wheel pose, okay? So the most important thing is making sure your hands are by your ears. You're making sure you're distributing all the way on your palms, nice and flat, and open your fingers. Elbows are going to stay in, not like this, like this. Bend your knees, perfect. And making sure they're hip distance, so not too far out, so nice hip distance, okay? Inhaling, exhaling, inhale, and exhale, lift. 1, really lifting your chest up and forward towards the back of your mat. 2, squeezing. 3, feet are parallel to each other. Good. 4, bringing your elbows in. Good, good. 5, and slowly come down. It's okay, then we're good. No, and that's it. We'll do 1. How are you feeling? Good. So now the next pose is what we're going to do is shoulder stands. So what you're going to do is straighten your legs in front of you. And then either if you're menstruating, you're pregnant, if you have high blood pressure, if you have any like issues of pressures in your eyes, then we would prefer not to do this posture. And you just put your legs up in the air, kind of like this, is your modification. And this is perfectly fine. Or we can try to do shoulders and like Bella's doing. So you lift your hips up, bring your elbows in. Good. Good. Bring this elbow in a little bit. And breathing here. 1, pointing your toes, squeezing. 2, 3, 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bringing your feet behind your head if you can. And wherever it stops, if it doesn't touch the ground, you're keeping your hands on your back. 1, 2. Okay. Keeping your hands on your back. 3. Now elongating your hands, interlocking your hands, interlocking your hands. Good. Good. 4. Yep, you're doing good. Yeah, it's fine. 5. Straighten your legs, straighten out. Good. 6. Okay. 7. And 8. And slowly come back into shoulder stance. Yep. Putting your hands on your back, bringing your legs all the way back up. Good. And slowly coming down with control. Yep. And now we're going to do fish pose, Matsyasana, okay? This is to help with the shoulder stand pose because you really do a lot of throat compression. Now you want to open up your throat, okay? So bringing your, straightening your legs, it's the most easiest way. Bring your thumbs underneath your sacrum, lifting up onto your forearms, pointing your toes, dropping your head, and breathing here. Now, if you want more of really putting about 10% of the weight on your head, 90% of your weight on your forehead. And breathing here. We'll do for 8. 1, 2, looking at your third eye. 3, 4, 5, really lifting your chest. 6, 7, 8. Slowly releasing your pose. Turning over to your side, coming up into a seated position, and crossing your legs into a normal position. Straighten your spine, and we're going to do a yoga mudra. We're doing a modification, just crossing your leg, or you can put your legs into full lotus. It's up to you. And we go ahead, bringing your hands behind and bringing your chin down. 1, 2, doing for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly come up. We're going to do Padmasana. Baddha Padmasana. So hands are out here. So both hands in Chin Mudra. And you're bringing your chest, heart forward. And your neck is going to compress your throat chakra, engaging your abdominal and your pelvic floor. And breathing here for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we can do Uplutihi. So usually this is done with your legs in Padmasana, full lotus. But today we're not showing full lotus. We're going to go ahead and if you want to do full lotus, you can, but making sure you're bending your leg into your knee towards the sky, dropping it out to the side. If you have any knee pain or discomfort, that means you should come right out of it. If you feel fine, you can continue. Bringing your heel towards your belly button and bring it into your hip crease. And slowly bringing your other leg up, over, making sure there's no pain in your knees and staying there. And then you're going to lift. So you can use blocks if you want to on each side. I'll have Bella do it for us today. Okay, so what we do is we put our blocks by the sides of our hips, putting your palms flat onto it, and you're gonna lift forward. We're gonna do 5 today. Lift. Go ahead and lift. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and 5. Now remember, you could do this pose cross-legged. Now we're gonna go ahead and lay in Shavasana. So go ahead and lay down. Releasing your posture, start to lay into Shavasana. Closing your eyes. Relaxing your face. And focusing on your breath. Feeling the inhalations and exhalations. As you lay here, starting to calm the mind, taking slow and deep breaths, allowing your body to get all the benefits of your practice.